An apple?
Call me Jason.
Call me Jason. So, today we're going to talk about friends and what is a good friend and what is a bad friend. This video will mostly talk about bad friends and how to know when a friend is not a good friend. So at the end of this video, there's an activity. I'm going to show you some words in English that describe people, and you're going to talk about your friends, what's important to you and what's not. Okay. So usually when we watch a video, I watch it one time, and then the second time I stop and maybe explain some words and explain what they're talking about. So then by the end, by the second time, hopefully everyone can understand what we're talking about. Okay. Alright, so I will slow this down. The speed will be slower than normal so that hopefully you understand more. And then if you really can't hear what they say, you can read the words. It's maybe 80% correct, not 100, but pretty good. Alright, so.
In the annals of world history,
any true relationship between friends or significant others should be one between equals. You give and take equally. One person's needs aren't met over another's. Friends and partners are supposed to give you energy, lift you up when you're down, and want the best for you. But sometimes we get into relationships that drain energy from us. These are toxic relationships, and they can negatively affect all aspects of our lives. On this week's Wildcast, we're going to show you how you can tell if you're even in a toxic relationship, and then we're going to help you extricate yourself from that unhealthy situation pronto. Selfie 1. Diagnose the relationship. How do you know if a friend or partner is bringing you down? Well, in much the same way that you know that you're coming down with a cold. Toxic relationships come with symptoms. When you're around this person, how do you feel? Here are a few other questions you should ask yourself if you're thinking you might be in a toxic situation. Does my friend put me down all the time? Are they jealous when I spend time with others? Do they constantly bring up parts of me that they want to change? Do they take more than they give? Am I only doing the things that they want to do? Selfie 2. Recognize your role in the relationship. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. Alright, look, we know we got that from Princess Diaries, obviously. Moving on. Listen, you have autonomy in every relationship in your life. If your friend or partner is stealing your sunshine, you need to figure out what you're doing to allow them to do this. Are you being a doormat? Are you putting this person's emotional needs ahead of your own health? Selfie 3. Start to build boundaries for this relationship. Does your friend invite themselves over at all hours of the night? Are they constantly bossing you around? Are they always borrowing money from you? Alright. Once you know the boundary that you want to set, stick to it. Draw your line in the sand. Selfie 4. Recognize you can't change other people, but you can stop being a doormat. If you've determined that a friendship or relationship is toxic, you know that you have to change the nature of that relationship. Start by spending less time with that person and do your best to detach yourself emotionally. Hopefully, setting boundaries will help you begin to phase this relationship out. Selfie 5, get a second opinion. Especially if you're emotionally vulnerable, the best thing you can do is surround yourself with people who love you and who want you to be happy and healthy. Use them as a lifeline during this time. Selfie 6. Above all else, look out for yourself. Studies have shown that people with low self-esteem are far more likely to find themselves in toxic relationships. You will never be treated with love and respect unless you absolutely believe that you deserve these things. Remember, you teach people how to treat you. So do yourself the favor of loving yourself. That's the first step to any relationship. To recap, if you have diagnosed yourself as being in a toxic relationship, the first step is recognizing this. Then, recognizing your role in the relationship. Once you do this, you can start to set boundaries for this relationship and change the way you interact with this person. To help, surround yourself with people who love you, and above all else, look out for yourself.
Okay, how was that? So? Understand? No? Maybe? Kind of? A little bit? Maybe? So? How do you feel? Did you understand it? So? And so? Okay. So let's go back and talk about what they are discussing. So here, they're saying that relationships should be equal. What does this mean? If you have a friend, is one friend more important than the other friend? No, right? Shouldn't be. If you have a good friend, you're important and your friend is important. It's not unbalanced, it's equal. It means that you're the same, right? So, the idea is, they show you this picture. It shows you that this is called a balance, right? So when you have balance, that means that each person gets the same, or each person gets what they need, right? So they're saying in a good friendship, you get what you need and your friend gets what they need, so everybody feels happy, right? So that's healthy. That's a good thing. Then they give you more examples of good friends. They say your friends are supposed to give you energy, right? When you see your friend, you feel more energy, not tired later. Okay. They lift you up when you're down. So if you feel bad, you can talk to your friend. Your friend will help you feel better, right? That's also a sign that your friend is a good friend. And what else do they say here? And they want the best for you. So they think about what will help you in your life later, okay? And they try to help you do the things that will make your life better. And then they talk about draining friends, right? So, you know, this is like when you wash your hands, the water goes into the drain. So a drain is where water goes down. So things can drain water or they can drain energy. Sometimes you spend, maybe sometimes you're with people who make you feel really tired or make you feel like, oh. So this kind of person is a drain on your energy. They pull your energy down, right? So that's the idea. So everybody knows these people, and eventually you have to do something. You can't continue to be friends with people who make you tired and sad all the time. So they give you some ideas how to check if your friends are healthy friends or not healthy friends, right? So the opposite of healthy is toxic, right? Something that's good for you is healthy. Something that will kill you is toxic. right? So poison is toxic, or